Yeah, I mean the group is it's not easy. Some teams that we have already played. Cruz Azul obviously being the Champions League winners, and they were the team that knocked us out. So, it'll be a good game. We know what to expect of them, and then a couple of new teams for us to face from Liga MX. But yeah, regardless, we've experienced this tournament last year, and we know that everybody wants to qualify, and then and the games are competitive, fast-paced, physical. So yeah, I think we know what to expect.
And then talk about like the current team's momentum coming out of Club World Cup, getting back in MLS play, stacked schedule the next 2 weeks, and then jumping into another tournament.
Yeah, I mean the schedule is busy. We've played the Club World Cup, now back to the league play, and gonna play Leagues Cup. And one way it's good, you keep kind of the rhythm of playing games, regularly every 3 days sometimes, and then sometimes every week. On the other part, it's tough to stay healthy. It's tough to have everybody healthy, so injuries will occur as you play more games. So we're hoping to limit that and have everybody ready for the Leagues Cup.
And you're someone that's competed in plenty of these between Champions League and Leagues Cup, Club World Cup now. What's the value of competing with international tournament in different clubs from Mexico?
Yeah, it adds a little bit extra to the game. I think not facing a team from MLS, someone that every single one of us has played many times during the season. So it does have that kind of Champions League, something international feeling to it, and you always want to win, especially when you're facing a team from different league, and you kind of want to show that this league is the better one. So yeah, there is for sure some challenges and expectations that are a little bit different than facing an MLS team.
And then looking back on that knockout game last year versus Pumas, what do you remember from that? Super competitive game, high intensity, big win for the club, but kind of a little bit of a tense atmosphere between the teams.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean when I said that we've played Pumas in the Champions League final, and then we faced them in the Leagues Cup, and you could feel that the game had a little more to it. Now Cruz Azul got the better of us this year in Champions League and ended up winning it. So we'll want to beat them, that's for sure. And those are the little things that can add a little bit extra to the games.
And then last one, just a message to fans to get them to come out to the games. Like what are some of the draws for this tournament?
Yeah, I mean it's not every day you get to see the teams that we are going to face, just like it was for the Club World Cup, and yeah, we'll need everybody. If we can replicate some of the Club World Cup support that we had, it definitely does help us, and it pushes us in hard moments in the games. That will be there. So yeah, we're hoping as many of you can come out and support us.